Hey guys, it's Nick from F150LEDS.com. Today we're here with our 17 Ford F150 Raptor, and we're going to be showing you how to install our Tri-Spartan fog light kit here in the opening spaces of your bumpers. These lights are equipped with 5-watt CREE XTE LEDs, which are extremely bright, extremely efficient. They're inside our IP68 weatherproof, waterproof constructed housings, which also reflect our side emitting light reflectors. So you'll notice there's 6 primary facing LEDs, and then there's 3 side facing LEDs on each side of the light. What this is going to give you is that powerful frontal light output, but it's also going to emit side light, which is going to be perfect for this application for your fog light system. The custom F150 bracket mounts up in 2 bolts after getting your Spartans attached to it, and it's a pretty easy install, and we're going to show you how it's done right now. Your Tri-Spartan fog light kit is going to consist of 6 total Spartan cube lights, as well as your 2 custom F150 brackets. And the first thing that we need to do is prepare our cube lights for mounting to our custom bracket here. The first thing that we want to do is attach our adjustable arm bracket here on top of your Spartan light. You'll notice that there's some opening grooves here. So run your mounting bolt up through your bracket like so, and then push your bracket into the opening spaces like that. And then we're going to drop a nut here into that gap. Make sure it's in an upright position. And then you're going to run a bolt here through the side, and that's going to go through your bracket, and it's going to go up to that nut that you just dropped in. Take the included Allen wrench. You might need to stick a finger in there just to hold that nut steady. Okay, now we'll be able to repeat the process on the other side. So drop your nut in. Take your side bolt here. Line it up with your opening. There we go. Take your wrench. Alright, so that's all there is to mounting our adjustable mount arm here on top of our Spartan light. Go ahead and tighten those down. Okay, so now what we're ready to do with this light is to mount it to our bracket. So we're going to use these 4 spacer bolts like so, and this is how we're going to mount this light to our custom bracket here. So obviously we've got 3 lights mounted. These are going to be the 2 lights, the 2 mounting holes for the truck itself. Now let me show you how the lights are mounted on the back end of this bracket. So we're using this 2nd hole here from the right, and then the 5th and 6th. So you'll mount your lights underneath the bracket like so, with your 4 spacers just like we showed here, and then you're going to have your bracket followed by this lock washer and then your nut. Okay, so the lock washer and nut is going to hold these lights to the brackets. You'll notice that there is an adjustable channel arm here in the opening top of these brackets on top of the Spartans. That allows you to adjust, give you some room for how you want them to look inside once you mount them to the truck. So whether you want your lights to give you more of a side light and a mid side and a frontal light, or if you want them all facing forward, this adjustability allows you to do that. Okay, so just remember, don't forget your 4 spacers, because that's going to give you the appropriate room you need below this bracket. Then once we've gotten all 3 of our lights mounted, we'll be able to take this bracket and mount it up to the truck. So now all we need to do is remove the 2 bolts located here underneath the truck. There's one here, and there's one a little further down. It's hard to show you in the video just because of where they're at. But once you take those 2 bolts out, take a flathead screwdriver and just pry off those little C-clamp connectors that those original bolts were using, because we're not going to need that anymore. But we do keep the original bolts. So then we're going to take our bracket, we're going to line it up with those openings, and then we're going to reinstall those same bolts into our brackets here, and then we're going to use the hardware that we include to tighten those bolts and this bracket to the truck. Now that we've got our Spartan lights attached to the Raptor, let's take a quick look at our heavy-duty harness. First, you'll notice that each harness has 2 connections, so one harness will power 2 lights. Since this kit has a total of 6 lights, you're going to be running 3 harnesses to power this kit. So our connections to the lights are these heavy-duty IP68 waterproof, weatherproof connectors. So basically they're going to plug in the male and female ports here, and then you're going to have this lock collar ring that's going to pull the 2 pieces together and ensure that this weather seal stays tight and you don't ever have to worry about anything weather-wise. And then you've got your built-in inline fuse with your positive and ground terminal rings. This is going to connect to your battery, so this will go to the ground side, the black and the red will go to the positive side. And then you've got your built-in relay. Okay, so this doesn't have to be mounted anywhere specifically, but does need to be tucked up out of the way. All right, and then you'll notice our heavy-duty heat-resistant, tear-resistant braid on the harness itself. So what we're going to do is run, since this is a dual leg, one leg goes to one light and the other goes to a different light, we're going to run one leg down on the driver's side and one leg down the passenger side. And that's how we'll do it for each of the 3 harnesses. Then we'll make our terminal ring connections at the battery, and then we'll connect the switch side to your Raptor's aux switch system. Now all that's left for us to do is connect our blue side of our harness to the aux switch leads here underneath the hood on the passenger side of the truck. You can check your manual for your specific model year to tell you which colors go to which switch. For this 17, this green and blue wire here is your aux 1 switch, which is a 15 amp. So we're going to connect our first set of lights, this harness, blue harness here, to it using this quick splice connector. These are extremely easy to use. You just slide one wire in one side and the other wire in the other side. Make sure it goes in all the way, like so. And then just take some pliers or a wrench and tighten down on top of it until that metal tab goes all the way in, and that will connect the 2 wires. So what you can do, you can run all 3 pairs of lights on different switches, or if you want 2 pairs of lights on one switch, you can run both your blue wires and connect it to this same aux lead. That gives you flexibility if you want to run one pair at night and then cut them all on during the day, or whatever your preference is. So you've got a lot of flexibility with having 6 aux switches here readily accessible. So that's all there is to installing the Tri-Spartan fog light system here on your 17 and up Ford F150 Raptor. The install is a little bit hard to show on video, but once it's in your hands, you won't have any problems. The lights look fantastic. They really do light up the night in front of you and help your Raptor stand out and shine brighter during the day and at night. We highly recommend them for every F-150 Ford Raptor owner. We truly believe that these are the best available for your Ford Raptor. You can check them out at F150LEDS.com, where we have all of our custom-built LED lighting products for your Ford F-150. We truly appreciate your support. Be sure to subscribe so to stay up to date with the latest and greatest LED products for your Ford F-150. We truly appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you at F150LEDS.com. Thanks, guys.